And entrepreneur 50 Cent has reignited controversy by claiming he knows the names of male rappers who allegedly had intimate relations with Sean Diddy Combs, and he's threatening to reveal them during Diddy's ongoing legal battles. These explosive statements come amid multiple lawsuits and federal investigations involving Diddy, including serious allegations of sexual abuse, trafficking, and misconduct. 50 Cent, who has publicly criticized Game Maybe I Diddy for years, recently hinted on social media that some of the biggest names in the rap involved, stating, "Some of your favorite rappers, you won't look at them the same." Legal experts suggest that if 50 Cent testifies and names these artists, they could be subpoenaed and called to court as part of the broader investigation. While the public speculates who these unnamed rappers might be, reactions across social media have been intense, ranging from support to skepticism. As of now, no official names have been confirmed, but the possibility of 50 Cent exposing fellow artists under oath has added a dramatic new layer to an already high-profile case. Whether he follows through in court remains to be seen, but the hip-hop world is watching closely. The world of hip-hop is no stranger to drama, but the recent developments involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs have sent shockwaves throughout the industry. Now, rapper-turned-entrepreneur 50 Cent has added more fuel to the fire by claiming that he knows the names of prominent rappers who were allegedly involved in private, possibly sexual, relationships with Diddy. Even more shocking, 50 Cent suggests he may expose these names during legal proceedings. This revelation has sent fans, legal experts, and the entertainment industry into a frenzy. What began as a celebrity feud has now evolved into a high-stakes legal and cultural spectacle that may alter careers, reputations, and even the dynamics of hip-hop itself. The Diddy controversy. A quick recap before diving into 50 Cent's claims. It's important to understand the backdrop. Over the past year, Diddy has been the subject of multiple lawsuits, including civil claims and alleged federal investigations. Accusations range from sexual misconduct to trafficking and abuse of power. While Diddy has denied the allegations, stating they are attempts at extortion, law enforcement has reportedly executed raids on his properties, and several individuals have come forward with detailed testimony. The gravity of the allegations has made headlines globally. What was once whispered about in industry circles is now front-page news. This is no longer just about celebrity gossip, it's about accountability, justice, and the dark underbelly of fame and power. Enter 50 Cent, a long-standing rival with a loud voice. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is no stranger to controversy, or to Diddy. Their feud spans over a decade, rooted in industry rivalry, conflicting business interests, and personal animosity. 50 Cent has often used social media to mock and criticize Diddy, sometimes humorously and sometimes with more serious undertone. However, this time, his comments are far from playful. In a series of social media posts and interviews, 50 Cent has claimed that he knows which male rappers had intimate connections with Diddy and that these names are likely to emerge during trial proceedings. In one viral quote, he said, "Some of your favorite rappers, you won't look at them the same." The implication is explosive. Not only is he suggesting that Diddy engaged in sexual relationships with male artists, something that could deeply affect careers in a traditionally masculine and often homophobic industry, but also that these artists may soon be forced to testify in court. Legal ramifications, subpoenas and testimonies. According to legal experts, if 50 Cent is called to testify and chooses to name these individuals under oath, the court may issue subpoenas requiring those artists to appear and testify. Subpoenas are legally binding and could force those named to address their involvement directly. This would have massive consequences. Not only would it push private matters into the public domain, but it could also reshape the public's perception of certain celebrities. The legal implications could range from civil liability to potential criminal exposure, depending on what is revealed during testimony. Legal analysts argue that if 50 Cent has credible information relevant to the investigation, especially involving Diddy's alleged misconduct, his statements could serve as leads or corroborative evidence. Courts have the power to compel testimony from witnesses with material knowledge, especially in high-profile cases with broad public interest. The culture clash, hip-hop, masculinity, and stigma. One of the most sensitive parts of this controversy lies not in the courtroom, but in the culture. The hip-hop community has long struggled with issues surrounding masculinity, sexuality, and identity. Although things are slowly changing, with more artists coming out and gender norms evolving, the industry remains deeply influenced by traditional ideas of masculinity. 50 Cent's insinuations play directly into this sensitive space. By claiming that certain well-known male rappers were involved with Diddy, he isn't just exposing potential private relationships, he's challenging the carefully curated public personas of those artists. This can have ripple effects across fan bases, record labels, and media coverage. Some critics have argued that 50 Cent's approach is reckless, even if what he says is true. Outing someone, especially in the context of a criminal investigation, can be psychologically damaging and dangerous. Others say it's about time the secrets of the industry come to light, regardless of how uncomfortable it may be. Fans react, shock, memes, and speculation as expected. Social media erupted. Twitter/X, Reddit, TikTok, and YouTube are filled with endless speculation. Memes, reaction videos, and conspiracy theories have taken over comment sections and trending hashtags. People are combing through old interviews, videos, and photos, looking for clues as to who 50 Cent might be referring to. Some fans believe he's bluffing or using the controversy to generate buzz for his brand and upcoming projects. Others are convinced that he's telling the truth and simply waiting for the right moment to drop the bomb. A few users on Reddit claimed they had inside information, even naming artists, though none of these claims have been verified, and most appear to be speculation or clickbait. Still, the drama has captivated millions, fueling curiosity and silence from the industry. Notably, most major artists and producers have remained silent on the issue. This silence speaks volumes. In a media environment where everyone usually has something to say, especially on social issues or controversies, the lack of reaction from high-profile figures suggests either discomfort or music journalists have speculated that many insiders are waiting to see how the legal case unfolds. No one wants to be caught defending someone who is later found guilty, or worse, implicated themselves. Several labels have reportedly tightened internal legal reviews, checking past contracts and interactions related to both Diddy and 50 Cent. Publicists and attorneys are working overtime to ensure their clients aren't caught in the crossfire. Is 50 Cent bluffing? This question lies at the heart of the controversy. Is 50 Cent making a calculated move to stir public interest, or is he genuinely holding on to explosive information? Those who know 50 Cent's history know he's no stranger to theatrics. He's a master of media manipulation, known for trolling, provoking, and seizing attention in moments of chaos. Yet, he's also been frighteningly accurate before. He publicly questioned R. Kelly's behavior years before widespread action was taken. He mocked Gotti and Murder Incorporated before their downfall. He even predicted legal trouble for other celebrities that later came true. So while it's easy to dismiss him as a provocateur, it's dangerous to ignore him What happens next? At this point, all eyes are on two major things, the courts and 50 Cent. If he is called to testify and chooses to speak freely, his words could alter the landscape of this case and expose a side of the industry that many have tried to keep hidden. If he is bluffing, however, the damage may already be done, reputations have been questioned, and fans are demanding answers. In the coming weeks, more filings, testimonies, and possibly even arrests could reshape the hip-hop scene as we know it. For now, the mystery remains, but the pressure is built. Conclusion, a turning point for hip-hop? Regardless of how the legal case ends, this moment represents a turning point in hip-hop. The genre has long been a reflection of the streets, of struggle, and of power. But it has also been plagued with secrecy, toxic masculinity, and silence around abuse and misconduct. 50 Cent's claims, whether reckless or revealing, have pierced through that silence. He's exposed a side of the music world that few dare talk about, and in doing so, has opened the door for deeper conversations about consent, identity, and the true cost of. Will this lead to justice and accountability, or will it dissolve into another internet circus? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the hip-hop community is watching, waiting, and wondering, who will speak next?